Okay, great. So, dear Toastmasters, dear friends, and dear guests. A Toastmaster is a huge and very welcoming community. And we have a lot of different clubs. And not so long ago, we decided to form a new club with a new language, the Spanish-speaking Toastmasters Club. And I took the preparation work for the first meeting of the Spanish-speaking club as my high-performance leadership project. It is one of the sphere of development within the Toastmasters. And a great work was led by me with the help of my team. Being a Toastmaster, you recognize even more the importance of a good leader and of a very dedicated team. Actually, I knew in advance that we had a lot of people who were really interested in a Spanish-speaking club because they spoke actually the Spanish language. And they were always asking me, Kristin, but finally, when will we have the Spanish-speaking club? And now, with great pleasure, I can say that yes, we already do have a Spanish-speaking club. And today, I will reveal some secrets of our success. The very first meeting of the organizers of the future Spanish-speaking club was such an interesting experience for me, because it was a mix of very experienced Toastmasters, as Lera Kladko, for example, and non-experienced members who even were not forming a part of the executive committee. And that was a great advantage, because it was like interchange of experience between different members. The first thing we had to do, and it was my main task as a leader of the team, was to elaborate an action plan. Actually, we had to start with the creating of the vision of our future project. By project, I mean the conducting of the very first Spanish-speaking meeting of the Toastmasters Club. So, the place where we had to conduct our meeting really needed a very special treatment, because it was the embassy of Argentina, actually the place of my work, and moreover people were really anxious about the upcoming meeting. So together we decided to make it a themed one. We devoted it totally to Argentina. But me as a leader and as a Toastmaster of the day, I was really enjoying the moment of leading the project and of sharing the information not only about the country, but also about the Toastmasters in general, because we had a lot of new people on that meeting. And as you can see, it was a total success. So we had about 35 people participating in the meeting. And the second task was to determine well all the tasks for every member of my team. Because members of my team were together the participants and the members of my team, and to determine the task was my main task actually. And for making it even better, we created a special Excel table in which we had all the names of all the participants and members of my team, and we were able to observe the running of the tasks. And of course we used the WhatsApp group for faster communication. But guys, we are living in a modern society, and in our modern society it's impossible to make a promotion without a PR company actually. And I will ask Lera, is it possible to do something without PR? No. Actually, Lera is the PR of our club, that's why I asked her. So, together with the members of my team, we made a great PR company. For example, I presented 2 projects in 2 different clubs. Moreover, members of my team distributed that information about the upcoming meeting in other clubs. And then, together with our area, this is such a top of all our clubs, which we have here in Russia. So our area made a general mailing, and from them we got the information about those who spoke the Spanish language and who were able to participate in our Spanish-speaking meeting. And then after I got that information, I contacted everybody individually. And it was such an interesting work, you know, mailing 30 people individually. But still, as a result, we had about 35 people on our meeting. Frankly speaking, for me, as like both for a leader and just for a member of a Toastmaster community, it was a very special project. Because I'm in a very deep love with the Spanish language. And moreover, I really like Argentina as a country. That's why, for me, it was very special. And as a leader, I also learned some things. For example, I learned how to create an action plan in a very limited time and how to determine tasks well. And moreover, I learned that you mustn't do everything by yourself, as I sometimes try to do, frankly speaking. So you have to delegate your task and to work with your team. But yes, you have to control the running of all the tasks as a real chief of your team. And moreover, I learned how to think broader. I mean, how to, like maybe to do all the pleasant things to those people who helped us. For example, due to the fact that the embassy gave us that platform for presenting our Toastmaster meeting, we decided to make some diplomas for the diplomats who helped us, and they were really enjoying that moment of giving them those diplomas, and we also were very happy to see their smiling faces. But still, it's a bit difficult to have a meeting without any problem. I wouldn't say that we had any problems, but yes, I would say that we had some difficulties. For example, I was the Toastmaster of the day. I know a lot of things about Argentina because it's my favorite country. And the most difficult task for me was to make all the presentations before every speaker short, because otherwise the meeting would have lasted about 3, maybe 4 hours instead of 1.5. So I tried to do my best, and I hope that I did it, because our meeting lasted like not more than 2 hours. But then in the end of the meeting, I gave the floor to Alex Labzov, who was the general evaluator. And yes, he had a very tough situation. Being a strict general evaluator, the only person who got his criticism was the diplomat of the embassy. He decided to participate in the table topic session. He took the stage, and he was always staying like that, communicating with the audience and looking always on the slide instead of people. And so Alex strictly told him, no, you mustn't do like that. You have to look to the audience. And you were right, actually. Despite the very uncomfortable chairs of the embassy and some pain scenes after the meeting, everybody was really very delighted. So I got a lot of mails with thankful words towards our team. And I would say that, yes, this is the end of my high-performance leadership project. Yes, it was a great success, but at the same time, it's just the beginning of a newly born Spanish-speaking Toastmaster club here in Russia. And it's a great honor for me to tell you guys that we already have a place where on the regular platform we'll conduct our meetings, and we already have the date for our second meeting. So, are you ready? Yeah. Great. So it was the second meeting with the newly involved people who will help us in organizing the club. And finally, we will have our second meeting in the library of Nekrasov, which is situated on the metro station Baumanskaya, near the metro station. And the next meeting will take place on the 20th of April and at 7:30. And if you are interested, you can mail me. This is my email of the World Surfers Club. And we are waiting for you guys on our second Spanish-speaking meeting. Thank you.